It's Sunday, December 4th. Yesterday we had our company Christmas party, but Monica and I behaved ourselves. We didn't get too crazy into the drinks, but and we didn't stay up that late either. We kind of ended up leaving a bit early, but the boss paid for a decent hotel in town, and so that worked out okay. But we got up at 5 a.m. to come home because the dogs were actually all inside since last night, and that's kind of pushing it. But they did good. They did really good. They didn't trash anything, and no bathroom accidents, so that's really cool. Because they don't really stay home ever overnight. I think that was the first time overnight without us, but they did good. Right, you little booger? Is there anything else besides sticks? This is it. Go get that one. Go get it. Yeah. Have fun. You want me to toss it? Okay. He loves the snow. I think it's around minus 13 or 16, somewhere in that area. Got some conflicting reports. I haven't checked my own gauge, but this temperature is okay with the dogs. When it was minus 25, after 10-15 minutes they got a little antsy, and they definitely had to wear their boots. But right now, they don't need them, but we keep an eye on them anyways. Plan for today is I'm gonna get some more wood because we kind of burnt through a bunch. All that stuff I got last week is pretty well gone, but that's all right. It was all scrap wood I just picked up with the quad. There's a trail down here that we've been working on clearing the land down there, and I have half a trailer load of ready to go wood. It's super dry. Somehow there was another tree that we missed over the last 3 years, decent size, maybe an 8-inch across. Full tree that was still standing, so I just bucked that up. So I'm gonna grab the trailer and I'll bring it back up, and then I'll hook it, and then I'm gonna go up with Max and we're gonna find some more wood and buck it up, and then Monica's gonna unload this trailer load. I'll come down and we'll grab one load, and I think that's about it for today. It is Sunday. We're pretty tired actually. Yesterday was a long day. Hey buddy. And what do you think you're doing with that? Are you cute? Are you a stick dog? Huh? You just want to play? That's all you want to do? Are you sure? Yeah, maybe we'll put some Christmas lights up. A couple things. I have some for the shop actually. The shop down here. I've got 100 feet of little LED lights. I think I'll try to put them on without falling off a ladder type thing, you know. Be one of those Christmas vacation videos. Okay, enough chit chat. Let's get that wood. It is already noon, so we don't have a lot of working time. I'm gonna go till 3 at the most. That's just, then we'll lose some light anyways, and I don't feel like working all day here. So right there was actually a standing tree. I'm just gonna cut off that stump, clean that up. Yeah, it was pretty decent. I mean, that's all we got. That's the entire tree actually in here, and a little bit of scrap below it. So this trailer does hold quite a bit. This stuff here, it's been here like a couple years now. We never got to burn it last year. I don't know why. It's just scrap. We're not gonna use that for firewood. And same with this pile. The one over here. We're supposed to be burning that too, so we can burn that right there, and we should do that this winter. I want to get rid of this mess. There's this big pile here. We kind of pulled it out of the way, but we can't burn it there obviously. So what I'm going to do is probably just get choke onto all that debris and just drag it all out with a quad, and I'll drag it down here. Once this is burnt, well, I'll drag this other pile in here. I think that's all the burn piles we have down on this end, but yeah, it's got to go. And then there's a bunch of little trees in here. I mean, they're really small. They're not really worth taking right now. I want to focus on more quality wood. That stuff's fine for the fire pit outside and stuff. It's perfect to get rid of it. But yeah, the heat value is a little bit a little bit low. So this size tree here is actually pretty good. Most of this you can burn unsplit. Maybe this one will split in half. Okay, so I'll bring this back to the house and then we'll go find something else. Come on, buddy, let's go. Come on, you can do it. What do you think of that? Woo! Okay, let's find a tree. Oh, look at those bow down mothers. What a riot. Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah, there's still a bunch in here. There's a lot in here actually. Hey buddy, good job. Yeah, let's park the quad out of the way. Oh, we can take this one. These are all the deer prints. I don't know if they've been bedding up here. I'll have to check. Okay, yeah, there's a whole bunch down here. Well, that was fun. It's pretty quick getting up here. So we're about midway of the property. It goes on quite a ways up top and a long ways that way for sure. And I need to trail it across a bit more. I'm able to get across, but I'll have to work on that a bit more. All right, so yeah, it was pretty easy getting up here because there was no trailer on it. So yeah, we've done a bunch of work up here. I love it in here actually. I wanted to actually do a winter camp in here. This is a nice spot. So I'll buck up a whole bunch so we can get a whole trailer load out of here. A full trailer load is a fair bit. So I'm not really gonna drop any of these bigger ones. I think there's 3 in here that are dead. I did that. I showed that on the last video. Yeah, there's some good timber in here for sure. So I'm going to take down what's on the ground and maybe some of these leaners, get those cleaned up. Yeah, good times. Oh, I was going to say, Russ and Paul, you were trying to lecture me about my helmet. So with the more aggressive riding, I will wear one, but when I'm just cruising around looking for stuff and just doing trail stuff, I'm not going to wear a helmet. It's dumb. It's not dumb, but it really is necessary. So no, I do have one here. Okay, so I'll wear this. The GoPro's on top. So when I do a bit more aggressive riding, a bit more spirited riding, then I'll wear the helmet, because hitting one of these trees even at 20, it's gonna hurt. My skull probably isn't gonna do well. So all right, there is chest protectors and all that stuff too, but I'm not going to use that right now. Not this type of trail riding, but yeah, if we're going to be in the more open, bigger terrain, bigger, longer trails, I'll put full gear on for sure. So my thoughts on this quad, absolutely love it. I haven't ridden a whole lot of modern quads, but when you look at the reviews of the Arctic Cats aren't really known to have, you know, the most brutish, sporty machines. You know, they've been somewhat reliable, I guess, this and that, but they've never really been in the top 5 picks for anything, it seems, anyways, from what I've seen. But this Alterra 600 is a completely new thing. I think it was all redesigned in 21, I think, or 22. So this is a 23 model, and yeah, it's a whole new thing, and it's really put the Arctic Cats in the top picks so far. There isn't that many videos out on it. If you look on YouTube, there really isn't a whole lot of videos on the Arctic Cat Alterra 600, and this is the LTD version. So the base model has just much smaller rims and tires. The bumper's different, it's smaller, it doesn't have a winch, suspension's different, motor and everything's probably the same, but yeah, no, I do like it, and I'm not gonna brand bash, but you know, we were looking at Can-Ams and Polaris and a few other ones. I mean, there's a lot of good quads out there, but availability for what was ready to go in town, you know, it was even the Polaris, the trail edition, which is similar to this. Maybe a little bit lesser model. Yeah, probably is. There wasn't one in stock, so I dropped my request on that one. This machine was new in a crate and had all the options I wanted, and I said, I'm buying it. So yeah, they opened up the crate and prepped it for me. I'm happy with it. All right. This is your stick, dude. That's a pretty manly stick, buddy. Man, one bounce and you grabbed it. Here, bananas, you know that? Hey, Daddy's gonna get some work done, okay? Let's cut some firewood. Gotta keep the house warm. Gotta keep the wifey happy when I'm away. Maybe I'll go for a little walk first, over to the deer bedding area, see what's happening. So I don't really see much where they were bedding down right here, but I don't feel like walking all around, but just lots of tracks in here. They're definitely coming through. But I cleaned up the other bedding area, which, oh, it's quite a ways this way and downhill. I might stop in there to see what's going on. Oh, it's so awesome in here. I like it in winter. You know, these trees on video, they always look kind of small, but, you know, they're pretty tall. These are pretty big trees, actually. Not like the coast trees. I think their growing conditions is more favorable. This one here is pretty decent. For out here, for the timber that's left, because you know the caribou was cut down pretty hard for all the logging. But this is a decent sized tree here. Man, I wouldn't want to debranch this thing. What a mess. But yeah, that's probably, I mean, by today's standards, it's a decent sized tree. Old standards, no. That's probably, that's close to 20 across, I think, 20 inches. certainly not massive, that's for sure. But yeah, second growth in a caribou, it takes a while to grow, so they're not very big. But yeah, there's some good sized timber in here, and we plan to keep it all. We don't have any plans of doing any select cutting for green stuff and selling it. A lot of people have been, because timber prices were so high. They were bringing in logging companies to go through their properties and take some of the nice stuff, and you know, the dollar value is pretty good. I mean, these two here are pretty decent. Actually, all three of them. Yeah, it's there's some timber in this for sure. All right. Yeah, so I want to clean all this up. Most of this is usable. And the stuff that is not, I'll still bring down to the fire pit. So the quad can drive over logs like this, easy. Well, it looks like the skid plate kind of flattened out the snow, but it never hit the log at all. So good clearance, especially if you're going, drop the front wheels downhill over this. With the suspension, with the suspension travel, you would figure that it might get hung up here, but yeah, with 12 inches clearance, it just drove over this. Speed bump. No biggie. Oh yeah. This birch is broken maybe a quarter of the way up, and it fell into that tree. That's just hanging. That's gonna crash down anytime, right? So what I'll do in the future, I'm gonna hook up the winch on the bottom and just give that a nice tug and bring that down, because we do spend time in here. I don't really need that to come down. What, do you still want me to throw that, dude? Are you sure? This? Oh, where do you want? You want to go this way? How about this way? Oh, you're definitely feeling 100%, aren't you? Yeah, okay, Daddy's got to get to work, but it's good. Let's cut some wood. And like I said before, the reason we got an ATV instead of something a little larger is because I just plan on driving through the forest without cutting new trails, just like this. It's tight. So yeah, a bigger machine. A razor might still fit through here, but the bigger ones, the higher end versions, the more powerful versions, they're getting pretty wide. So yeah, it's not gonna work. It'd be a hell of a ride, and it'd be fun. David LaFrance, if you're watching, I know. I don't know how wide your machine is, but I think you'd have a blast in here. There's quite a few trails. Max. Max, let's go. It's just after 3, and I got a load down. Actually 2, this is remaining from the first one. Monica took the rest inside. I ended up splitting some of this, and that's the load I got from up higher. Not a whole lot, but it's more than it looks, because it's a pretty deep trailer there.